Welcome everyone to this day 18 of the 28 days magic practice. And today is something special because it's all about the to-do list, especially for our 5 a.m. Magic Club members. This to-do list is very special because we have this to-do list, like format. Also, we have this workbook where we use this weekly planner. So this is week 4. Okay, and you can utilize this, like this weekly planner also. And whenever you're writing some, like the to-dos, okay, we can able to practice this. Okay, so yesterday I asked a question in the group like who are feeling difficult to complete the to-do list. That means you are planning something and you are feeling difficult to complete. Type me in the chat box if you are that person who is feeling difficult to complete the planned items. Yeah, there might be two reasons. Okay, maybe okay we need to categorize the like priority. Sometimes like ad hoc works comes jumps in and it is taking more time than expected. That is one reason. Okay, and also one more reason is like not having the exact to do like as per your schedule. You're having overburdening yourself. That is also one of the reason. But today's session is going to change the mindset of this, and you are going to have the confidence that from today what are the plans you are having, like the to-dos, it should be like doable. Should not like you should not like put imaginary things. Okay, so to-do list meant on today what I'm going to do, what is my routine, and what I'm going to do for my goal. Two things only. Make it simple. What is your morning slot look like, noon slot, evening slot, and night slot look like, and what is where you're going to invest your time for your goals, and what kind of action you're going to take. That's it. Two things, right? And in that, if you're feeling stuck, in that, if you're not able to complete, that's where this today's magic practice comes in. Type MTD, that is magical to-do list. MTDL, magical to-do list. MTDL, magical to-do list. Great. Okay, let's get started with this chapter. And I think you will love this. Okay. Okay. Day 18, the magical to-do list. The world is full of magical things waiting for our wits to grow sharp. Really, when you think about it, gratitude is your best friend. It is always there for you, right? Always available to help you. It will never fail you or it let you down. And the more heavily you lean on it, the more it will do for you. Okay. And the more it will enrich your life. So today's magical practice will show you how you can lean on gratitude even more. So it can do far more magical things for you, right? So gratitude is our like our best friend. It can do wonders, and if you learn to lean on itself, okay, like there will be like more magical will be happening. That means what is leaning on it becomes depending on it. Okay, if you have a best friend and if you depend on that best friend, and that best friend is helping you a lot, you will feel more happy, more powerful. Okay, you have some support, right? But here the support is the gratitude. And so for day 17 days we have practiced. How you guys feel? How you guys feel when you especially like do this gratitude every day? On every day for each topic we are doing this gratitude practice, right? So every day there are little life problems that come up and that need solving. Sometimes we can feel overwhelmed if you don't know how to solve a situation. Maybe your problem is that you don't have enough time for all things you need to do. That's a problem everyone face. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time, right? And you're at a loss because there are only 24 hours in the day. It may be that you feel overwhelmed from work and you want more free time, but you can't see any way to have it. Correct? You may be at home taking care of children and you're feeling frazzled and exhausted, but you don't have the means to get support to give you time out. You may be faced with a problem that needs fixing, but you have no idea which way to turn to fix it. You may have lost something and tried your best to locate it, but had no luck. Or you might want to find something like the perfect pet, a perfect babysitter, great hairdresser, or amazing dentist or doctor. And despite your best efforts, you haven't been able to find what you need. You could be in an uncomfortable situation because of something a person has to you need to do something that is uncomfortable for you, and you don't know how to respond to them. Or you could be in some kind of dispute with someone, and instead of getting it resolved, things seem getting worse. Okay, so that's where this magical to-do list jumps in. This magical to-do list, yesterday, even before reading this chapter, okay, before reading this chapter, I actually applied it and it worked for me yesterday, just yesterday. Okay, it was wonderful. I felt, oh my God, why I'm not using it every day like that. Okay, so this magical to-do list practice will help you with any little day-to-day problems. When you don't know what to do, or when you simply want something to be done for you, you'll be amazed at the results. Sometimes you want, I want this job to get done, but I don't want to do it because I have some other priorities. And something will happen magically if you practice this magical to this, that MTDL. Okay, when you combine gratitude's magical power with the law of attraction, people, circumstance, and events must be rearranged to do what you want done for you. That's how the magic works. That's how this universe works. Okay, you will not know how it will happen. Okay, again, you don't need to worry about science, okay, or how it will be done for you, and that is not your job. Your job is simply to be grateful as you can be for what you want done right now, as though it were done, and then let the magic happen. You don't worry, it exactly happened to me yesterday. Okay, I had applied this to my to-do list and it had happened magically. Today, created a written to-do list of the most important things you would like to be done or resolved for you, and title your list the magical to-do list. When you're writing today, you need to write the magical to-do list. You might put things on your list that you don't have time to do, or you don't want to do that, along with any current problems, from the smallest day-to-day things to bigger life situation. Think through any area of your life where you need something resolved or done for you. When you're finished making your list, choose 3 things from your list to focus on today. Just we'll go one by one. At least you can take one thing. Yesterday I tried for 2 things and it happened. When you have finished making your list, choose 3 things from your list to focus on today, and one at a time. Okay, imagine that each item has magically done for you. Just visualize that that is done, how you'll feel, and feel the gratitude. Okay, imagine that all the people, circumstances, and events have been moved to do it for you, and it is now done, all sorted, all solved for you, and you're giving massive thanks in return for it have been done. Spend at least 1 minute on each of your 3 items, 3 things. Okay, 3 things that I have written. Focus on 3 things today, or at least 1 or 2 things if you can able to. If you want just to try out, just take 1 or 2 things. Okay, believing it is done and feeling enormous gratitude in return. You can follow the same practice on the rest of the items on your list at the another time, but there is power in simply putting the things you want done on the magical to-do list. It will work, guys. If you want to feel more better, have some A4 sheet, separate A4 sheet instead of writing usual to-do list journal, and decorate that, and write the title magic to-do list, and write the task that you were procrastinating for a longer time, and you want to do that but you don't have a time for do it, but something will happen if you don't do it, right? Let's assume that feel that premium when you're writing that magic to list, feel that magic, feel that like that magic is in a golden light, and whatever you write in that paper, it's going to done for you. Something like that. Maybe you can take that action or someone else will help you out. It's going to happen for sure. Just believe and do it. It will definitely happen. And you're going to tell me that, sir, this happened and this happened in a maybe in tomorrow's session or even in the today's WhatsApp group itself. You're going to put that. Okay. Remember that law of attraction says like attracts like. And that means that when you are grateful for the solution as though you have them, you will attract everything you need into your life to resolve the situation. Okay. For focusing on problems, like it will attract more problems. You have to be a magnet to solution, not a magnet to the problem, right? Being grateful that you have the solution and that it has been resolved, and you feel the gratitude, then it obviously attracts a solution. You don't worry about that. For example, something is up some person is has to come and complete that work. That person is not coming. Be grateful that for that person, give thanks for that person, and just visualize that that person came out magically and complete the work even before you give instruction or just remind that person. Okay, something like that. Try it today. It's going to be crazy, but if you try it, it will work. Okay. So yeah. So to demonstrate how powerful this magical practice, I want to share a story with you about my daughter who used this practice to attract her lost wallet back to her. Okay. So it might be sounds, like, is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. Okay. It's possible. After being out one night, my daughter discovered the next morning that she did not have her wallet and she had no idea where she might have lost it or even if it has been stolen. She called the restaurant where she went to dinner, the taxi company she used to come home, the local police station, and she searched the streets and knocked on surrounding doors, but no one had found her wallet other than the fact the daughter, like, instead of feeling like I lost my wallet. Okay, so what she did, wallet contained the usual precious things in it, including all her bank and credit cards, driver license, and cash. Her biggest concern was that her wallet contained no current contact information. There is no proper information is given because she had been overseas for some time. She didn't have a publicly listed phone number, and with a common surname, there seemed to be no hope. But despite the seemingly impossibly obstacles, my daughter sat down, closed her eyes, okay, and got a picture of her wallet in her mind. She visualized that she was holding her wallet in her hand. She opened her wallet. She went through all its contents, and she felt enormous gratitude that she had her wallet and everything in it back and in her hands. That's the only thing we need to do in the situation, in the toughest, especially in the toughest situation, right? So when do you think you need to be positive? In a normal day? No. You need to be positive in the toughest time of the day, toughest time part of your life. There only you need to show your, like, I'm a positive person. I can solve it. Okay. When life hit us, when situation hit us, what normal people do? They will blame, start complaining. And what is the formula of complaining? Let's see your memory power. What is the formula of complaining? Let's see. How many of you remember? What is the formula of complaining? Very good, Nitu ma'am. 1C equal to 10B. Others, do you remember? Type 1C equal to 10B if you remember. Yes. The formula is 1C equal to 10B. That means when you make one complaint of anything, you need to make 10 blessings. Okay. And same thing you can follow whenever some bad situation occurs, just think to find good things in that bad situation. No person can do that. Only the person who is having gratitude, who is practicing it deliberately every day, they can only think good in the bad situation. And that's how leaders thinks. Like how you can consider one great example of our country. Who is that? Who will think positive even in the worst situation? Who is that person? We all like him, right? Let's see who can connect with my frequency. There might be some many person, but I'm talking about one person who will, like, we like him. and he will take even in the no. No, guys. Just try to match up my frequency. Even in the tougher situation, he will make good decision and we like him, right? Okay, I'll just reveal. It's MS Dhoni, right? Don't think more. Okay, MS Dhoni, right? So what he'll be, see, whenever we were watching that kind of time, okay, what what we feel, we don't feel like we are losing, right? Something is there, some light is there, some hope is there to win this game. Even there is low balls and big runs to hit, and the opponent is playing. There are many balls and very less run is there, and they have more wickets, right? So the same characteristics we need to build in our life. Okay, it's like whenever you are hit, you need to be strong more than when you're in normal life. How strong you are there, right? You need to be more stronger than that. That's how exactly she did. Instead of focusing on the problem, who made stolen that, where I missed, what happened to my credit card, instead of thinking that kind of thing, just attract the solution. What you want. My mom always tells this. Hey, don't think over. Don't overthink. Don't think too much. What you want, just think about it. It will happen. What you want exactly, just she will tell this very strong. What you want in your life right now, what you want, not in life also, like just today you have some meeting, some problem. She'll tell like what you want to be done, just think about it. Don't think how it will be done or what will happen. Just think what you want to be done. Same thing in just every day you can apply this. What you want to be done, just think about it, and like just visualize that it has been done. But it's not like I want to do 100 items and I want to simply sit. Okay, luck doesn't favors the so very brave, right? It favors the action taker. So you should be that action taker. You should be that action taker. And you do not, what I'm saying is, do not worry about the end result. Instead, you focus on the solution. She visualized that she was holding her wallet and everything was in that. For the rest of the day, whenever she thought of it again, my daughter imagined she had her wallet in her hands, and she felt enormous elation and gratitude that her wallet has been returned to her. Later that night, she received a call from a farmer who lived 100 miles away saying that he had found her wallet. The extraordinary part of the story is that the farmer had found the wallet in the street outside my daughter's home in the early hours of the morning, and he immediately searched the wallet looking for contact details. He made several calls in trying to find its owner, but to no avail, and so he gave up and drove back to his farm with the wallet. Okay, but while he was walking out in the fields at his farm, the wallet kept nagging and nagging at him, and he decided to search through it one last time. He found a small piece of paper with a man's like Christian name written on it, and so he put the Christian name together with my daughter's surname and called directory assistance. There was just one listing for that Christian name and surname. The farmer called the phone number, and it was the home of my daughter's father. Okay. To this day, we do not know how the farmer got the phone number because it was an unlisted number. We called directly as assistants ourselves several times after this happened, and the response every time was, sorry, there is no listing for that name. It was magical. From 100 miles away, through the most extraordinary sequence of seemingly impossible events, my daughter's wallet was returned to her intact. She fulfilled her part in being grateful that she had her wallet back, and as must happen, right? That's what exactly happened. Gratitude performed its magic and moved every person, circumstance, and even to return her wallet to her. The magical power of gratitude is available for you to use as well. And it always has been. You just had to discover it for yourself and learn how to use it. And once you how you how to lean on it, how to use it to the fullest, then you don't need any more techniques. Then you don't need any courses. Simple. See what I do, what I always tell in Fire Magic Club. You don't need 100 techniques. You need one technique. You need to believe the technique and you need to follow it simply. Do you agree? So I can teach you many techniques, but I'm not confusing you with many techniques and making it very simple and easy to understand. And I want you to practice the same thing repeatedly, but with a full belief, right? So today's magical practices, as usual, count your blessings after the meeting over. Create a written list of most important things or problems you need to done or solve. Title your list as the magical to-do list. If you want to feel premium, take a A4 sheet and just write it more in colorful way, decorate it. Okay, stick some stickers if you have. Okay, and you can make it as a wish list sheet, and you can stick it in the wall. And whatever you write on the sheet, it's going to happen. Something if you give that feel premium feel to it, automatically what happens, you just something magical will happen. Okay, so choose three of the most important things from your list, and one at a time imagine that each thing has been done for you. Spend at least 1 minute on each time believing it is done and feeling enormous gratitude in return. Okay guys, so hope you will do this magic practice, and you will okay, if you want, you can share that magical to-do list also. If you're doing something unique for it, that will be great also. Okay, so those who are watching in the recording, please do this practice every day. And also yesterday we had a wonderful uh, practice called magic check. Okay, if you have not watched that video, you can watch that video. Okay, it's available in our channel, you can watch it. And thank you for continuously doing this magic practice. Share to your friends and like this video if you like. Okay, so thank you guys, those who are watching in the recording. See you in the next video.